New season. 2018. I'm back, y'all. Tune in. My podcast. Bo in the house. It's getting real, y'all. Need I say more? Season 2, 2018. The best is yet to come. I grew up. Exclusive. It's the best thing out there in the world. Why haven't you listened yet? Nationwide, international. And it's just getting better. Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? It's 2018, man. It's a new season. It's a new you. I have all exclusive shows coming out this season, man. And so I thank the viewers and listeners have been out there in 2017 and listened to it the first time. It didn't get as far as I wanted to because I kind of got a little break loose, a little thing going on that distracted me. But I promise to you this season is going to be great. I have excellent speakers coming. Excellent people to get you on your feet and get you where you need to go. This year's podcast is going to be something special. It's going to motivate you. It's going to push you. It's going to grow you. And I promise you, if you tune in, you will get the knowledge and the wisdom of what you need in life. Because, hey, that's what I'm here for, to share with the world what's best for you through different people in this world. Because I always thought that it would be nice for people to listen to other people. Hear what the folks out there. There's people out there doing the same thing that you're doing, struggling just like you, winning just like you, running just like you, and fighting for things just like you. And you need to hear it. You need to hear a word from somebody of a different culture, or different caliber, or different country, different city, different world. You know, like I said, there's a new season, 2018. The season will be called. The show will be called. Will be called Need I Say More? You remember last year it used to be Bo Knows, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I still do, but I'm doing it through a different perspective. I want to go through the people of this world. I want the people to know that I only know because they know. You know, and the more they push to me, the more I can put out. So I dedicate this podcast to the people out there that's fighting for something greater in life. You know, and if you haven't started fighting yet, today can be the day, you know. So listen, it's 2018. It's January the 21st, 2018. It is officially 10 o'clock p.m. You know, I do my podcast at nighttime. And I am here for you today's show, which is a prelude to what's going to happen in the following seasons. I have a great speaker coming up soon next month, Sierra Rutherford. She is a young 24-year-old female that is going to school right now. She came from thugging to learning. She's doing her thing. She will be on this podcast next month. Be there. Tune in, because we will talk about her life, her style, the way she changed, the way her cultural, where she got herself back on track, and she's still thugging it like she's supposed to in them high heels. You know what I'm saying? So, with that going forth, you know, I know that if you're going to tune in, you know that looking at the description that my thing is I'm back, knowing what's best for your life. Let me tell you something. While we're on this podcast, I'm not an expert in telling you what's best for you. I'm giving you an opinion, giving you what I went through, and just telling you, you know, you can know what's best for you. But I'm hoping that you would take something from what I'm telling you in my podcast that you can be able to pick out of it and apply it to your life. You know, because I don't want to be the expert. I don't want to be the person that you say, oh, he told me this, he told me that. No, I'm telling you an opinion of what I went through and how I got what was best for my life and still is getting what's best for my life. It never turns off. Just like I said in the past, I have lived, learned, and grew up. So now it's time to share with the world. You know, in that disregard, there's 3 things I want to tell these people today and listen to the podcast that in order for you to grow and live and learn to different situations in your life, and become better at what you want to be, it's 3 things you must do. 1, you have to be truthful to yourself. 2, you have to be truthful to people in your life. 3, be truthful to every situation that is around you. When you do them 3 properly and be truthful to them, I guarantee you, together, your prosperity and whatever you want to do in life or whatever goals you need to build will go to the point they is. I'm telling you, I learned this. This is something I'm still learning. At my age, in my 30s, I still learn. You're never too old to learn. Never be too old to listen. Never be too old to open up and understand that there's certain things in your life that will be torn away from you and will hurt your heart. And that's the reason why. 1, because you have not learned the lessons you need to keep things like that. You know, things leave your life for a season because they're there to teach you a lesson. And sometimes things leave your life for a good because they're also there to teach you a lesson. But I tell you this, the same doors that are closed sometimes are be reopened because you have to learn the lesson to reopen them doors. And I'm telling you this from my opinion, from my perspective and what I went through, that it hurts to lose stuff. It hurts to fight for something. It hurts to have your heart and everything and a lot of stuff. And then in the end, your heart was there, but the truth of the matter of fact that you wasn't there. Your heart said that you was there, but you didn't do the actions that you were supposed to do for your heart to be there at the same time and show the people or the things in your life or yourself that, if you really wanted this in your life, you would have kept it like you were supposed to. I want to push you forward. I want to tell you that, keep going forth, keep going out there, keep fighting, keep knocking, keep running, keep pushing, keep training. If you're training to lose weight, keep losing weight. If you're running for a goal, keep running for a goal. If you're training in school, keep training in school to get what you want to do. If you're in a job that seems like you're not going anywhere, keep staying in the job and being faithful unless otherwise pushed to another spot. But stand your ground. Let me tell you something. If you never succeed at nothing in your life, it means you never stood still long enough to even see something move. The whole reason of a lot of people in this world that we haven't got to succeed in things because we don't stand still enough to get the things we need. And I can tell you it's from life experiences and it's from my aspect. I have not stood still in certain things and didn't get what I was supposed to get because sometimes lifetime of time takes patience for things to grow. And I need y'all to understand, my listeners, my viewers to understand, we have to be still sometimes. We have to learn from the little small things, as if you want to use the word petty, the thing that aggravates us the most to get the big thing in the life that pleases us. Because if you don't, I promise you, you will always be in that continuous cycle of always going over and over and over again, never really completing your thing. You got to get your accolades up. What's the point of having a big sheet of wall of I must do's and have no accolades to say I completed, I accomplished, I made what I had to do, There's times in your life where, you see folks that, that go from here and there and they done this and done that and you get excited. Let me tell you something. The reason why you get excited by seeing a person accomplish something because if they're a motivator and they push themselves up, that person, because of their aura and the uplifting spirit of them, gets you and pulls you. And that's what people do. People that bring you up too. People that bring you down will bring you down. But when you're around people that's accomplishing things, you get excited because the charisma from what they are going through gets you in the point because your imagination grabs onto that and be like, I want the same thing. But here's the thing. Your imagination grabs onto it, but if your mindset has not been changed or been switched to the point where I must fight every day and do something, you'll never get a dream of what you were imagining. Excuse me, y'all. Forget that. That's a chair. I'm actually outside on the top of the balcony of my thing. Sometimes I like to go outside and I do my podcast at nighttime. And it's a beautiful night. Not too hot, not too warm. The sky's out, a few stars. The wind is a little breezy. So you may hear noise in the background. I like to do my podcast outside. I feel like when I'm outside, it's more peace. My mind is more clear to be able to talk to you guys. But just saying, knowing what's best for your life, y'all, what's for you, y'all. I'm saying this because there's some of you out here right now that's got something in your life that is helping you and that's wants you so bad, and you're in a point in your life where you looking and you feeling like, that person or that something doesn't see your situation, but it does. That person does see it. Your situation does understand where you're at, but that person is getting tired, or that something's getting tired of helping you because you have not helped yourself. And I need for you to really understand that, knowing what's best for you means sacrificing. Knowing what's best for you means fighting a little bit hard. Knowing what's best for you means going a little bit further, getting to where we have to go. The people at your job that has positions and spots that you don't have it because they decided to take a step and be in the waiting process and doing what they have to do. You see people all the time. You be like, how did this person get this job? How did this person get where they are? How did this person is making more money than me? Because they decided to stand in the battle. They begin to fight the war. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some folks they get the position they get because they maybe walked over somebody or they sacrificed something. And let me tell you something. You might be mad at that person because that person maybe did something that you would never do in your life. That person might have slept with their boss but guess what? That's all part of a sacrifice. They did the sacrifice that they knew. So why won't you get on your feet and do the sacrifice that you know? You can put it in your mindset that I'm not going to let, because that person did this with their boss did. That's not going to keep me from growing up in my position, in my job, or elevating my book, or elevating in my school, or elevating with the car I need, or elevating in the situation that I want, or the money that I need to get. Because if they can sacrifice what they did, guess what? Mine is going to be greater because I'm going to sacrifice in a unique, genuine way where everybody can say when I get to the top that, hey, I did it by my own hard hands. The problem with this society today is we're too sissified to get dirt underneath our fingernails. We gotten too soft. And I grew up in a time frame, in the middle of time frame, well, you had to work hard. Your parents made you do things where you had to work hard to get to the top. And we're not at that no more. And that's really the problem, guys. Like, where is the earnest at? Where's the push? Where's the growth? Where are we going to a point where how are we going to get there? How are we going to grow? How are we going to build? How are we going to strengthen? And we're not helping each other. By helping each other, that goes underneath the subject of category of me saying being truthful to the people that's in your life. If you can help a person in your life, then you have to be truthful to them. And if you can be truthful to them, that means that help comes at a genuine where you will build up each other and they'll be strong. Companies, monopolies, and places where we should be at, man. Knowing what's best for you is actually knowing what's the best thing to do for you and the people around you. I just, it applauds me, because, I told you I grew and I lived and I learned. And so many things in my life is just, are starting to take a big turn, and you want to get to a point in your life where you're starting to see success. No success, then you can see success. Once you know what success is, look up the word, get the definition in your spirit, get in your mindset, understand what it is. Because let me tell you something, the things that you sincerely lose in your life will kind of have a hunting on you, because you're like, man, I wish I could have done this like this. I wish I could have done. But guess what? Time waits for nobody. So when you lose that time in that person, that time in that situation, that time in yourself, you can never get that back, and you have to rebuild. But the only thing is you can rebuild and hope that that person or that something inside you comes back. But one thing you can guarantee is your prosperity and your success. You might not never get people back or things back, but you can guarantee your prosperity and your success. You can guarantee how you get back. You can guarantee how you can grow. You can guarantee how yourself gets propelled in position to be on top. They always tell you, they say only a few people is on top of the hill. You know why? Because folks don't get to the hill and they don't help people to the hill. They tell you don't be a crutch, and I'm telling you, don't be a crutch to somebody. But when you get to the hill, the point of getting to the hill is reporting knowledge back down to the valley so people can understand that they can get to the hill. But stay focused, folks, man. We're going to shoot a short break, and I thank you for tuning in. This is January 21st, 2018. Need I Say More, Boat Podcast, the Prolude. It is 10:12 p.m. We will be taking a short commercial break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Yo, we're back, man. I'm back with the podcast. You know who it is. It's Bo, and I'm with Bo, and this is me. Name of my podcast, Need I Say More? This is the prelude to the season 2, 2018. I want you to tune in because we're going to have exclusive people coming to get interviewed, doctors, schoolers, pastors, ministers. It's going to be on fire, man. I'm going to have players, you know what I'm saying, people from all over coming to talk to you and share their life. You know what I'm saying? You know the theme. I have lived, grew, and learned, and it's time to share with the world. So, hey, it is officially 10:14 p.m. You know it's January 21st. It's at night. I like to do my podcast. We're talking about I'm back knowing what's best for your life. So, you know, just the day I go through life and I'm walking and I see different things. Because I'm the type of person, well, you know, I walk and I pay attention to a lot of stuff that goes around my life. I feel like being a big factor in your life that you should pay attention to a lot of stuff. People go through life all the time and they don't pay attention to things around you. And I feel like you should pay attention to stuff that's around you, people around you, places around you, you know, situations around you, because all of those things can be a big factor in your equation and how you can prepare and position yourself and where you need to go. Because you never know when your next idea comes. You never know when the next person will say something to you that be very helpful to you. I've come to learn and live off of that people that are in your life that can help you accept what they're saying to you. Don't be too prideful of what's going on. Don't be too prideful of how to grow. Be too proud for how to be positioned, because people will push you in where you need to go, because if they're elevating, they want you to elevate. That's a sign of a good friend, person that wants to elevate you as much as they elevate you. I'm talking about that's gonna be wife, spouse, friend, brother, sister, sometimes you need people that's in your life for short term just so they can propel you into the position that you need to be. And we get to a fact in our life that sometimes we don't see that, and sometimes we get away from that. Sometimes we push that because we've been out in the world so long that we want to do everything by us. One thing I can tell you this is isolation brings separation. I said isolation brings separation. You can isolate yourself so far from so many things and people in your life that you can be separated from what can bring you better things. Be separated from what can bring your life, your career, your job, where your mindset should be at in life. That's a big thing we go through, because every time something bad happens in our life, we get in the isolation mode of the people that's around us, and then people get pushed away because they're hurting so bad. Because guess what? We're hurting because we're in an isolation mode of bad timing, but they're hurting because they're in an isolation mode of being timing in a bad place. Because when they're with us, all they can see is I'm helping, but where this person at? All we can see is they're with us to comfort us, but we don't see that we're using them. And we have to get out that stage of using people and start being able to be with them so we can grow together, And I like to tell folks that you have to know what's best for you. You have to know, what's going to make you grow, what's going to make you position yourself, what's going to propel you to where you need to be at. Because if you cannot see that, it's going to be a problem because you're going to lose things. I know from my aspect, and I know from instance, I know from my own, ways that, hey man, it's not cool, folks. It's not cool, folks. It's not cool to lose people and things in your life that that was helping you along the way. Everything that I lost, I knew that it was the best thing for me, and I don't know if I could get it back or not. I get things back in my life, but guess what? Hey, I fight to position myself better. I fight to prepare myself better. I fight to prepare myself better so that that situation never comes back in my life of people or places and things that, hey, I better take life by the horns. It's time to take things charge. Things are happening in your life, people, and we have to take charge. Either we take charge or we lose it forever in our life. And you look back because always going to be something in the back of your head is what if, or why shouldn't I, or why didn't I, or why couldn't I? Because you decided not to take things by charge, to take things by horn, to be able to take it and say it's mine, and I'm going to succeed at it and elevate it with me so it can grow together, or I can grow with it or grow it fast what it is. I mean, come on, people. Every day somebody's coming out with $1 million idea or name. Every day somebody's coming out with something to be on YouTube or a podcast or or a social media, some website, a sighting where they're blowing up, just like that. It's $1 million of $1 million day every time somebody wakes up. You got to start somewhere. You got to put yourself, dig in and dig out. You go through a storm. Everybody goes through a little, but the problem you understand is, are you willing to get out? Are you really not getting the mindset? I mean, I'm talking from an aspect of a guy that used to be homeless, in the streets, and I'm telling you, my mindset, people, I didn't get caught up because I refused to let my mindset make me think that I'm going to be stuck here forever. I took tipsy toes, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing you have to understand, that sometimes when you go through things in life, people are going to push away from you because they don't understand how long the struggle it takes for you to get out what you get. Everybody goes to something, but folks that have never went through you will never understand how long it takes for you to get out. You have to fight, crawl back and back. And that's not a bad thing. It's that if you have folks in your life that don't understand your situation and they don't understand how long it takes you to get out your thing. But just do you. Just fight for you. Position yourself. Get yourself propelled in a place where you can say, I've done this. I finally done it. And here's the thing about it. Bitterness in your heart is not being truthful to people. Let it go. If folks have to let you go because they felt like you're not climbing high enough, that's cool. Let them let you go. So when you climb higher, when people that was your real friends, they done it because they love you and they just wanted to show you that you need to start elevating, start waking up and running toward your goals. Every day, wake up and start something. Do something. Read a book. Go to the mall. Purchase something. Set it as a goal. Because if you're smart with little goals, I promise you, when you get to the big goals, you'll be easy to complete. Might be a little harder task, but it'll be easier to complete because you started off completing small goals in your life. Start writing things down. Get a calendar. Get yourself together in life and understand that guess what? I'm back. I know what's best for me, and I'm here to share it with the world. I put myself in a situation where I'm reading every day. I'm learning something different every day. It's a lot of things in your life. Sometimes you can get overwhelmed because you would be, I'm going to do this. I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to build this. I'm going to grow this. I'm going to write this. And, sometimes you get clustered because you have so much stuff that you want to do. But my thing is take everything one by one. And put it on a piece of paper, or put it in a perspective of a list where you can understand that, hey, I'm going to do all these things in my time frame, but in an orderly fashion. So what you understand is you can do everything one by one, but if you're doing it in an orderly fashion, you're actually doing it at the same time, just in a timeable table. We have to get it together. Excuse me, y'all. We have to get ourselves together, yeah. We have to get ourselves together, guys. And I can say it over and over again, man. But like I said, I'm just speaking from my life changes, the things I went through. To this day, I still, have been a man of God, my faith. I believe in what God's doing for me, I believe what He's doing for me, and I believe in the doors that has opened for me, but there's some doors I let close, and I have went to the people and asked the people, to forgive me, because some of these doors I let close is the same doors that I had the people push away from me. I'm not saying, and the people you understand is, people don't get mad at folks because they push away from you, and not pushing away from you. It's just that separation has to happen, because sometimes the folks that pushed away from you or separated from you was a distraction in your life and what you need to get. And you have to understand that, knowing what's best for you. So when you can say, I'm back, and the people come back, guess what? You did what was best for you, and now you're elevated. And the thing about it is that the people that with you are people that grow. So they had to be separated so you can grow. So now that when you grow, you get with them people and they grow, guess what? You're growing together. You're making a harvest. You're making a monopoly. You're making a culture of something new. You know what I'm saying? That you're going forth and you're going partners in what in life was you to be. Success. It's a great thing. Everybody wants it, but everybody don't get it at the same time. But guess what? It's installed in you. It's inherited in you that you can be better than what you are, because you're a peculiar person and your mindset is made to the point where if I start and I keep pushing, I can do anything I set my mind to. You just, I just tell you, just fail a couple times and you'll see success comes. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to be a failure, because when you fail, you understand what you have to do on the next turn to win. In order to be a winner, you have to be a loser. Somehow, somewhere, every NBA champion, NFL champion, soccer champion, baseball champion, medal hope piece holders, or great writers, they all failed at something in life, and it taught them a valuable lesson. When I fail, I don't simmer in the loss. I pick myself up, dust myself off, and I build back up again. All kings, they have a crown. Once they never had a throne. But when they realized that they had to do to get in the throne, the crown came with it. We're going to take a 5-minute commercial. I'll be back in a few after these commercials. Thank you. Hey, 2018, January 21st, it is 10:25. I'm back knowing what's best for you. Yo, 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 we back, man. Hey, man, thanks for the break. Thanks for the viewers listening to me. Hey, so, we're back, it's January 21st, 2018. The time is 10:29 p.m., coming to the closing of the podcast. But I want to go ahead and say, hey, if you're looking for a great podcast and looking for a place to start a new idea and get your voice out there and people hear your opinion, hey, log on, go to Speaker. Speaker will help you out. Speaker will get you what you need. Speaker Studios. You pay your monthly fee, you get your subscription, you get your hours, you get your audio time, and they will put you out there. Speaker, Spreaker Studio. The guys that are responsible for putting me out there and have done great other podcasts too. Speaker. So, we was on the verge, we was in the midst of talking about knowing, as you should the show said, I'm back, knowing what's best for you. This is the Prolude podcast of the season that is coming. This is season 2. We subject to do at least 30 shows. I have exclusive interviews, with pastors, pro players, schoolers, doctors, folks all over, man, because the new podcast is going to be about sharing with the world and getting people that's doing the same thing you're doing, struggling the same way you're struggling, fighting the same you're fighting, growing the same way you're growing, so you can get some motivation and having a word of knowing what's going on. So, but hey, back to the subject was the hand and knowing what's best for you. As I come to a close, I just want the guys to, hope you took something from what I'm saying. I'm not an expert in knowing what's best for you. I just can speak for my life and what I went through. And as I said in the paragraph, I have learned, lived, and grew. And it's time to share with the world. And to this day, I still grow. I grow every day, no matter what age or what size you are. And you're going to grow and you're going to live and you'll learn something new every day, every hour, every minute, every year, every century, every decade. I hope the viewers out there and the listeners out there that listen to this, you like it. Like me on Facebook, like me on Instagram, like me on Twitter, Tumblr, soon to be on iHeartRadio when I get a chance to get up there where I need to be at. Like I say, I love it, man. Guys, keep pushing for it, man. Think about it in your life. Get down to the nitty gritty and think about what you have to be successful at. Think about what you have released from your life. Think about what is slipping from you. Don't lose something that's going to be best for you. Knowing what's best for you is getting ready to sit down right now as you end this podcast or tomorrow or in the weekend and figuring out what's best for your life. What's best for you to grow, what's best for you to maneuver, what's best for you to be propelled, what's best for you to be positioned and be prepared. How to grow with things. Remember what I said, the 3 things to be successful is being truthful to yourself, truthful to people in your life, and truthful to the situations in your life, the outcomes that are around you, that's in your environment. I know what's going on. Get it in your head, hey, I have to be truthful, I have to be ready to grow. I have to know what's best for me. If I want to be back, I have to know what's best in my life and what's going to be the best for growing for me. Y'all know who it is. It's Bo. Hey, you know me from Bo Knows, but this is my podcast. Need I Say Mo? 2018, guys. January 21st. You know what it is. Tune into my next show. Listen for the commercials. This is Speaker Studio, Spreaker. We're in full effect. Exclusive. Coming at y'all. I'm back, baby. Holla at y'all. One love.